My child, listen to my voice as it speaks directly to the deepest part of you, to the core of your being that has been waiting for this moment of connection. I see you. I do not see the person you present to the world, the brave face you wear, or the strength you project to keep others from worrying. I see you, precisely and completely as you are in this very instant. I have always seen you. From the moment you were a thought in my eternal mind, I have kept a loving and constant watch over your path. My gaze has never left you, not for a single moment. I held you in my spiritual arms when your own strength gave out, when you felt you could not take another step. I was the unseen force that kept you upright when the winds of adversity threatened to tear you down. Listen with the ears of your heart, my precious one, for these words are not mere text on a page. They are a living transmission of my love and intention for you. In a world that is loud and distracting, a world where you have often felt invisible and overlooked, know this profound truth. My spirit holds a boundless and tender concern for you. You are never forgotten in my kingdom. You are never a secondary thought. Your name is etched upon my hands, and your well-being is my constant preoccupation. Even as you read this, a great and significant turn is approaching your life. It is not a distant hope or a future possibility. It is a spiritual reality that is already in motion, a tide of change that is beginning to flow toward your shores. Stay attentive, my child. Remain watchful, not with anxiety, but with gentle expectation. These words are a direct invitation, a personal call from my very essence to your inner self. The seasons of your life are changing. The time for a profound and lasting transformation has arrived. You may have felt at times that I had departed, that my presence had receded like a distant star. But I have never, ever departed from you, my beloved. I have been closer than your own breath, nearer than your own thoughts. I understand the full landscape of your hardships. I walked beside you through every valley of shadow. I saw each injustice you were forced to endure, the moments when your kindness was met with cruelty, when your trust was shattered. I saw the unfairness of it all, and my heart ached with yours. I heard the unspoken pleas of your soul, the cries so deep that even your weeping could not give them voice. I understood the language of your silent tears, the meaning behind every sigh of exhaustion. You have borne such heavy weights for so long, my child. You have carried burdens that were never meant for you to carry alone. The weight of 𝐆𝐻𝐃 expectations, the weight of past mistakes, the weight of a future you could not see clearly. You have carried these for so long that you have almost forgotten what it feels like to live in lightness and to find true, unburdened peace. But now, I am stepping into your path in a way that will be undeniable. I am personally intervening. I am bringing an end to the cycles of difficulty, the repeating patterns of struggle and lack that have persisted not only in your life, but have been woven through the history of your home for generations. I am breaking these ancient chains. I have already acted to correct the injustices that have laid such a heavy burden upon your soul. The imbalances you felt, the things that seemed so profoundly wrong, are being set right by my hand. That feeling you carry, that sense of things shifting, perhaps even coming apart, is a clear signal that my influence is already at work for you. Do not mistake this feeling of upheaval for a sign of more trouble. It is the ground being broken to lay a new foundation. It is the old structures being dismantled to make way for the new reality I am building for you. You will perceive this change. At first, it will be subtle, like the first hint of dawn on the horizon or the gentle turning of the season. You might feel a quiet shift within your own spirit, a moment of peace where there was once turmoil, a spark of hope where there was only weariness. Then this change will grow. It will expand, touching and transforming every single aspect of your life, your relationships, your work, your health, your home. Pay close attention, my beloved one. This very day I advocate for you in realms you cannot see. I speak your name in conversations you will never hear. You are seen. Let that truth sink into the deepest recesses of your being. You are fully and completely seen by me. And now, the moment for my answer has come. A great work is happening beyond the veil of your physical senses. I have stepped into the very conversations where your reputation was being diminished. I have silenced the untrue words spoken against you, not with force, but with the power of my truth, which dissolves all falsehood. I have closed the roots of suffering that have been drawing life from your peace for so long, and with my own divine power, I am creating fresh paths, new roadways where before there were only walls and dead ends. You will sense this. I promise you, you will feel it. The very air around you will begin to feel different, lighter, charged with a new potential. Your times of solitude, which may have once felt like loneliness, will now carry a renewed and beautiful meaning, for they will be times of communion with me. I am bringing back a sense of direction to your life, a clear and certain purpose that will guide your every step. Your home, the physical space where you live, now carries my divine imprint. I have entered the places that were inaccessible to any other. In the quiet of the room where you cried your most private tears, my presence has come to sanctify that space. In the corridor where your steps were slow and heavy with worry, I have walked and left a trail of peace. In the area of your home where resources were scarce, yet you still found a way to give thanks in your heart, it is in that very place that my might and my provision will become overwhelmingly clear. You will become a wellspring, a source of significant and lasting benefit for your entire household. And understand this, my child. Those who utter ill will against your welfare, those who secretly or openly wish for your downfall, will see their own negative words return to them. Their intentions will find no purchase in your life, for you are surrounded by my protective light. Even if you sometimes believed I was far off, distant and uninvolved, I need you to understand this truth now. I was ever close. My stillness was not absence. It was an act of profound love. It was a strategic quietness to enable your inner resilience to fully develop. There were deep insights and strengths you needed to comprehend for yourself, lessons of the soul that could only be learned in that sacred silence. Had I acted too soon, had I swept in and rescued you from every trial, you would not have been prepared to receive and manage the blessings that are now coming your way. You would not have been ready. But now you are ready. You have passed through the fire and have not been consumed. You have come to know deep within yourself that you require no one's permission to advance, to heal, to become who I created you to be. You now comprehend the truth of who you are, a beloved child of the Most High, endowed with my own spirit. And because you did not abandon me, because you held on to even a sliver of faith when all circumstances pressed you to let go, I now approach with divine speed. When I choose to act with haste, no obstacle can stand in my way. Not sickness, for I am the ultimate healer. Not monetary strain, for all the resources of the universe are mine to command. Not the feeling of being disregarded, for my attention elevates you. Not apprehension or fear, for my perfect love casts out all fear. Not distress or domestic unrest, for I am the Prince of Peace. All these matters, all these mountains that seemed insurmountable, will start to give way before you. They will begin to crumble and dissolve. Do you sense this, my child? Can you feel the truth of this in your spirit? What you may have perceived as a punishment was, in reality, a profound preparation for what is about to be unveiled in your life. I allowed you to pass through those challenging moments, not to shatter you, but to develop within you a deep and unshakable inner might. I was forging you, strengthening you, tempering your spirit. You hold a greater reservoir of inner power than you currently comprehend. You can endure far more than you suppose. You are more resilient than you have ever given yourself credit for. And this is precisely why you will now encounter achievements and blessings that you never thought were achievable for you. This is why you will walk into rooms you once felt unworthy to enter. Prepare your heart, my child, for my acts of divine help do not ask for permission from circumstances. They do not consult with your doubts. They simply appear, transforming, setting right, healing, and restoring. And they are approaching your life now. You will be amazed, utterly astonished at how events begin to align themselves in your favor. Doors will open that you never even knocked on. Opportunities will find you that you didn't even know existed. I have already commenced this work in hidden ways, in the spiritual realm that underpins your reality. Some individuals, those whose influence is not aligned with your destiny, will be gently and gracefully directed away from your path. You will not need to force these separations. They will happen naturally. Others, divine helpers and kindred spirits, will be brought to you, drawn by my spirit to assist you in accomplishing what you could not handle alone. Your family will be influenced by this divine movement. That person within your own residence, the one with whom you feel you cannot connect, the one whose heart seems closed to you, he will personally reach that soul. I will touch that heart in ways you cannot. I will bring freedom gently, without force. I will bring completeness and wholeness without any need for dramatic display. I will proceed with this work without you needing to ask me any further, without you having to plead or strive. For I understand your weariness. I know the exhaustion that settles deep in your bones. I see your challenging schedule, the constant demands on your time and energy. I see your struggle to seem joyful and put together for others when, deep inside, every part of your being yearns for help, for relief, for a moment to just breathe. I watched, my child. I comprehended it all. And now I proceed to act on your behalf. So stay with me through the remainder of these statements. Allow my words to continue to wash over you, to soak into your spirit. What I am disclosing to you right here and now might be the precise answer, the specific confirmation you have been anticipating for a very long time. Perhaps you have never expressed your innermost sentiments to anyone. Maybe you have carried your burdens in such a stoic and quiet way. To others, you might seem consistently strong, stable, and confident. They see the surface, the capable person who always gets things done. But I am aware of what lies beneath. I know the full story. I know there are times when you wish you could simply disappear to escape the pressure and the pain for just a little while. I know that some dawns you awaken already tired, though you have exerted no physical effort, because your spirit has been wrestling through the night. I know that you value your family with all your heart, yet you can feel profoundly alone even when surrounded by many people. The loneliness of being misunderstood is a heavy weight. I know that you give completely of yourself for others, pouring out your love, energy, and resources, and you seldom feel that anyone would do likewise for you. You carry more than you ought to, far more than your share, and still, you persist. You get up every day and you keep going. I see this, my child. I see your beautiful, resilient heart, and I hold a profound and active concern for you. This day I intervene. Something extraordinary is taking place right now, in this very moment, as you receive these words. Even if you do not understand every aspect of it, simply have faith. Trust in my love for you, for this is how my actions so often unfold. They begin as a quiet seed planted within your essence, a gentle stirring in your spirit, and they ultimately grow and blossom to transform your entire environment. If you are perceiving a change within you as you read this, if you feel a lightness or a sense of hope, it is true. It is real. These words did not find you by chance or by algorithm. I personally led you to this exact moment, to this divine appointment. And all I request of you now is your trust. Let your heart say yes to what I am doing. As you receive this blessing, share this communication with someone you cherish. Do not keep this wellspring of hope solely for yourself. Allow others to also receive the favor and grace that is approaching you. By doing so, you become a conduit of my love. In this manner, you remain connected to the great flow of all that my domain will yet release into your journey. Do not let this river of hope end with you. Share this certainty. If you have been touched by this message, consider how many others can also be reached at this very instant. My influence extends to the areas of your life that have remained unmoving for far too long. I am touching the circumstances that felt hopelessly fixed, the situations where your expectation and hope had faded entirely. I am the power that transforms what others, and even you, have deemed unchangeable. A profound shift is approaching your journey, my child, and it carries with it the great weight of my glory and love. Soon you will grasp that the time you perceived as barren and empty was, in truth, the holy ground where I was preparing the soil for a fresh beginning, a new planting that you no longer expected. What is now emerging in your life is not mere chance. It is not a stroke of luck. It is my direct and personal answer to the prayers you thought went unheard. The discussions you engage in will soon hold a different tone. The sharpness will soften. The misunderstandings will dissolve. The manner in which others communicate with you will transform. You will notice a new respect, a new gentleness. Faces that seemed unapproachable and hard will soften in your presence. Paths that appeared completely blocked, guarded by insurmountable obstacles, will now open wide for you. This will not be accidental, my beloved child. It will be the clear and unmistakable manifestation of my unseen efforts, my love woven into the very structure of your days. I have already initiated a new era for you. While your spirit was burdened with worry, I was quietly aligning each element of your future. While you were thinking of releasing your grip, of giving up, I was making plain the journey you are meant to traverse with honor and joy. The very atmosphere surrounding you is being clarified, purified by my presence. You will feel a liberation, a spiritual freedom that you have not experienced in a long, long while. For when I act, I do not simply bestow surface-level blessings. I transform from the inside out. I cleanse what has been soiled by the world's cynicism and negativity. I remove the spiritual debris that has diminished your inner vitality. I restore the parts of you that were overlooked and neglected for so long. Even how you view the world will change as you start to observe your life with fresh eyes of confidence and faith. No one compares to me in the art of making lives whole again. It is irrelevant what events or people have influenced you or broken you in the past. I know how to repair every single aspect of your existence without leaving any lingering trace of the damage. What I achieve in you is not a superficial alteration, a simple patch-up job. It is a true, comprehensive, and entire renewal of your being. My intention is not merely to raise you up from where you have fallen, but to position you in a place where you will be deeply respected, indeed truly esteemed, not because of your own merits, but because you stood firm in your faith when others expected you to falter and collapse. And now, I will personally bring you into a place of prominence, not to display your former pain or your scars for all to see, but to make known my unwavering devotion and faithfulness to you. This is the mark of a living faith. What awaits you in your future will far exceed and outshine what has passed. Stay near to me, my child. Remain in this consciousness of my love. The awareness of my closeness that you perceive at this moment is not simply a passing sensation or an emotional high. It is the true reality of the one who has always been with you and will always be with you. I observed the countless nights you lay sleepless, your eyes looking skyward, your mind racing, attempting to comprehend what had gone wrong and why your life had taken such a difficult turn. But today I affirm this new truth to you. You will no longer be identified simply as one who persevered through hardship. Your identity is being redefined. I am aware of your limits, even when you try to push past them. I see when you are close to collapsing, even as you present a pleasant and composed demeanor to the world. I understand the reason for your pauses, your hushed sighs, your moments of quietude and withdrawal. And this is precisely why I have drawn near to assure you that your time has not run out. You have not missed your chance. In fact, you are exactly where I have purposed you to be within my grand and beautiful plan for your life. The duration of time that has elapsed, the period that felt like a long and fruitless wait, was not filled with wasted moments. It was the necessary stillness for something truly extraordinary to be readied for you. Promises I made to you long ago, promises you may have thought were forgotten or nullified, are about to manifest in your life on days you least expect them. You will come to realize that what felt like a stagnant and frustrating delay was not a punishment at all. It was my divine protection. If I had allowed these blessings to come to you sooner, they would not have enabled. You were not ready and the circumstances were not right. But now, all that has changed. Now, you possess a greater fortitude of spirit. You have acquired a deep and patient forbearance. You have matured and gained wisdom during the silent periods. And all of this has made you perfectly prepared to completely welcome and steward what is now drawing near to you. There will be those who look upon your life with wonder and amazement. They will discern a profound transformation in you, even if they cannot identify its source. They will see a new light in your eyes, a new peace in your demeanor, a new favor upon your life. But you, my beloved, you will comprehend. You will know that it is my presence making its unmistakable impression on your path, an undeniable indication of my sacred touch upon your life. In this coming season, I will not solely bring you back to wholeness. I will also direct you to a place of deep and abiding inner calm. For far too long, you have existed under immense and constant pressure. You have borne weights that were not yours to carry. You have worked tirelessly to secure the comfort and well-being of those near you, frequently overlooking your own fundamental needs for rest and replenishment. Now, I am assuming control of those areas. I am taking the yoke from your shoulders. There will be no more dread at the dawn of a new day. There will be no more disquiet when you recline for slumber at night. You will hold a profound serenity, a peace that surpasses all understanding, not merely in your external surroundings, but deep within the very essence of your soul. I am revitalizing your spirit. I am bringing balance to your emotions, sharp perception to your mind, fresh vigor to your body, and true joy back into your heart. Remain with me, my precious one. Continue to listen. Every utterance I make, every word I speak to your heart contains divine direction. Capabilities and gifts that lie dormant within you will become vibrant and active. Aspirations and dreams that had dimmed with time and disappointment will awaken again, shining brightly. And I am right beside you, involved and invested in every single detail of this process. Even if your external environment seems unaltered for a little while longer, know that inside you, A significant and irreversible internal transformation has already commenced. You will be fundamentally different. Your manner of thought will change. Your everyday patterns and habits will shift. Everything will acquire a new and higher perspective. Those who doubted your conviction, those who questioned your faith, will directly observe what I am about to achieve in and through your life. And this will not be for your personal pride or for you to boast. It will be so that they may comprehend that I am the Almighty God who intervenes for those who place their trust in me. Many of your critics will be rendered silent. Others will have to concede the reality of my power. And you, my child, you will humble yourself, not from a place of hopelessness or defeat, but from a place of deep, overflowing gratitude. Because you will at last understand that this whole passage, this entire difficult journey, served a grand and eternal purpose. Your difficulties held profound significance. Your trials were not suffered in vain. Each encounter, each challenge, each tier worked together to construct the solid base upon which I will now build the next chapter of your life. Now I ask you, in the core of your being, in the quietest place of your soul, do you still maintain belief in me? Do you still trust my heart for you? For one who truly trusts does not live by what is visible to the human eye, but by the certainty of what has been promised by my Spirit. Authentic reliance, true faith, endures even without public recognition, even without immediate answers or visible proof. That is why today I honor you. I uphold you. I reveal pathways and possibilities that you could not see before. My child, these new directions will lead you to different places, to new people, and to a closer, more intimate awareness of my constant presence in your life. If you feel a stirring, a quickening inside you as you hear this, pay close attention to it. That is my Spirit bearing witness with your spirit that these words are true. Keep your heart near to me. When you choose to keep hearing my words, when you seek out my voice, you show me that you long for more of me. And I always give more to those who truly seek me. Our connection is so important, so precious, my beloved child. I have so much more to reveal to you. There are layers of my plan you don't yet grasp, but they are already unfolding for your ultimate good. I see the value in you that others miss. I treasure the parts of you that others have cast aside. I care for the wounds that others have neglected. You are safe with me, and this will always be so. The troubling, anxious voices around you and within you will grow still. A deep, divine peace will settle over your mind like a warm blanket. Certainty will replace your doubts. The heavy fear that has kept you frozen and unable to move forward will lift and dissipate as I draw near. You will know days when a sudden clarity arrives, and you will understand exactly what you need to do. Events that once appeared random and coincidental will reveal a distinct and beautiful intention. Relationships that were broken will begin to heal. Places you once avoided because of the painful memories they held will become comforting and peaceful to you. I make all things new. I bring release. I restore. I reveal. You will see your path ahead without the fog of hesitation. You will make choices with a newfound confidence. You will express your genuine gladness, a joy that bubbles up from a healed and whole spirit. I am guiding your next steps from this very moment. Things will not stay as they have been. Even when hard times come in the future, as they sometimes do for everyone on this earth, my precious child, you will not face them alone. You will feel my strength beside you. You will see my care demonstrated in the simplest of moments. You will hear my quiet leading in the mundane tasks of your daily life. You will understand that nothing is too small or insignificant for me to be a part of. Look for my quiet signs. I will speak to you through ordinary happenings. A kind touch from a stranger, a helpful word from a friend, a simple gesture of generosity. These may seem minor, but they are my love notes to you, my answers in disguise. I am attending to your needs in ways you don't yet see, but you will feel the effects of my care within your spirit. A deep sense of well-being will affirm this truth, because when I move, everything finds its rightful place. All things fit together perfectly in my tapestry. Even your past struggles and pains will begin to make sense as you see how they have guided you toward what I have prepared. You will move forward with purpose, not just observe life passing you by. Your steps from this moment on will feel firm and secure. Even if your external surroundings seem unstable for a time, you will have an anchor within, because I am sustaining your path, my cherished one. I am clearing your way with promises that are now being fulfilled. You do not need to fear what is coming. It is good, and it is safe with me. Yesterday's pain will not hold you back any longer. It does not define who you truly are. I myself declare who you truly are, and my declaration is an unchanging and eternal truth. Others will witness your renewed strength, but they will not fully grasp that it is my presence within you that makes you strong. They will be amazed at your endurance, your unexplainable gladness, and your ability to stand up again after being knocked down. All of this will be a testament to what I have done in you. You are positioned precisely where you need to be. I know you so deeply, my child. I value you not for grand displays or public accomplishments, but for your quiet, consistent faithfulness when no one else was watching. I see the immense value in every unnoticed day you faced with courage, every long night you endured without answers, every hidden act of trust you made when it was hard. Now the time has come for what was shaped in the secret, quiet places to be revealed openly. What I have arranged for you goes far beyond what you can currently understand. It is more wonderful than you could ever picture in your own imagination. For I am your God, and my power has no limit. My creativity knows no bounds. If your faith has wavered lately, my beloved, please know that I did not judge you for it. I understood your difficulty. I was present with you in the very heart of your doubt. Even with your uncertainties, you persisted. Even when you were weary beyond measure, you chose to lean toward belief. Belief is not a state without fear or doubt. It is a steadfastness, a choice to trust even when the future is completely unknown. And because you endured, because you held on, you will now see what others rarely do. My presence revealed in a place where all paths seemed blocked. Prepare your heart, my child, for a glorious change is near. Some will merely watch what I do in your life, but others, many others, will gain strength and hope from what I achieve through you. Do not be afraid of this new season. Do not pull back into the familiar comfort of your past struggles. Do not speak of your own unworthiness. I chose you. I chose you not for your outward appearances or your perfect record, but for what I know of your heart. And I know you completely. That is why, despite everything you have been through, despite your flaws and fears, I still proclaim over you, you are my chosen one. This is not by your own efforts, but by my grace. This calling comes not from your might, but from my divine design for your life. You were called with a purpose. Every silent request of your heart has been heard by me. Even those petitions offered in your deepest weariness, without a sound, without a single word formed, have reached my ears. And now I am giving you a peace that is deeper and more profound than you can possibly imagine. You will feel this soon. The very air around you will feel lighter. Your thoughts will be less burdened. Your days will feel less heavy. This will not be by chance. It is my promise to bring you rest, and it is coming to pass. This pledge is not a relic from the past. It is alive, it is active, and it is for you today. Though many people may have questioned you or judged you, my eyes have never left your side. While they saw your flaws, I saw your true, heartfelt efforts. While others walked away, I remained. You were never, ever alone. I was quietly surrounding you, watching every small effort you made to hold on to your belief in me. Now I am blowing on that small, flickering ember of faith, and it will become a strong and steady fire. Your faith will deepen, your spiritual insight will sharpen, and your path forward will become sure and clear. Everything is being made new from your core outward. So stay close to me, my precious one. Keep listening to my voice. Each word I speak has a divine purpose. It is not idle chatter. It is direction. It is strength for your tired spirit. It is renewal for the dry and desolate places where you felt lost and abandoned. Do you remember those promises that seemed forgotten, buried under the weight of years and disappointment? They have not disappeared. They were being made real in the unseen realm. I do not release my blessings until the moment is perfectly right. My timing is flawless, and that time now draws near. You will witness circumstances intertwine in ways you never could have imagined. Events and people will come together in a divine symphony, and you will understand that what seemed like a frustrating standstill was, in truth, a purposeful period of readying. I was preparing not only the good thing itself, but also your spirit to be able to receive it, to handle it, to cherish it. Now, your inner self is capable of holding the blessing. Your belief will be strong enough to uphold it. Your core is made ready. And at the moment you anticipate it least, it will simply manifest in your life. Those who have distanced themselves from you, those who wrote you off, will begin to return. Not because they have earned a place in your new season, but because they must see for themselves what I, their God, have brought about in your life. You will stand as a living testament, not just of enduring difficulty, but of true and glorious restoration. Your path, which was once so heavy and fraught with struggle, will become a clear sign of my constant and tender care. What felt like a setback will be viewed, in hindsight, as a crucial and necessary turning point. There will be no regret, only a beautiful narrative of my unchanging presence in your life. Every challenging moment will gain a new and profound meaning. No effort will have been without purpose. All of it will possess an enduring value. I observed your quiet petitions for others, my beloved child. Your silent struggles on behalf of those who were completely unaware of your dedication, and your prayers did not escape my notice. Now, I step forward to advocate for you. You will no longer need to explain or defend yourself. I will reveal your true standing, your true heart, through the release and freedom I bring, through the inner healing you will experience, through the clear paths that will appear where only obstacles once stood. Those who kept their distance will see my hand reaching down to elevate you. They will be forced to comprehend my steadfast and faithful nature. When your deep longing finally gives way to glorious fulfillment, you will remember this very instant. You will recognize this communication as a pivotal, life-altering moment. From this point forward, situations will change. My promises will become evident. What was once hidden will now be felt, seen, and experienced, and the timing will be absolutely precise. I am accelerating events in your favor. I am removing unnecessary burdens from your journey. You will be amazed at how things begin to work out. Ease will replace the constant struggle. Clarity will emerge from your quiet reflection. Your reliance on me will cease to be a concealed private practice. It will become clear and evident to all, not by your display, but by the tangible, positive outcomes in your life. Your season of spiritual and material scarcity is ending. You will experience my abundance. Your home will be touched by this renewal. The very atmosphere of your household will transform. Disagreements and tensions will soften into true heart-to-heart exchanges. Blocked routes of communication will open with new understanding. I am mending the connections between people. Harsh words and old resentments will be dissolved by the solvent of my deep compassion. I am a master craftsman, skilled at transforming sorrow into peace. This is not a distant hope, my precious one. It is a change that is already in motion. You will notice the signs very soon. Subtle alterations in behavior, new and kinder expressions, surprising actions of reconciliation. All of these will be demonstrations of my enduring presence in your midst. I did not call you into this life merely to bear hardship and endless weariness. I called you to flourish, to thrive, to blossom, even amidst the difficulties of this world. Now that deep, authentic part of you that was once concealed by pain and self-protection will become clear and visible. Your inner strength will emerge in a new and powerful way, not because your surroundings have suddenly become perfect, but because something profound within you has awakened. You will begin to see that what appeared to be a painful ending was truly a fresh and beautiful start. From this moment on, your days will not simply pass by in a blur. They will be filled with clear and divine intention. What lies ahead for you holds vitality, purpose, and clear direction. Each new day will offer you a fresh opportunity to know and experience my steady, loving care. Do not look for grand, theatrical displays, my child. Observe the quiet shifts, the calm settling of your spirit, how the constant, low-level unease recedes, replaced by a hopeful and peaceful expectation. I am transforming your inner self first, for when your core is made whole and aligned with me, everything else in your life naturally falls into place. This glorious change begins deep within you. You require no additional demonstration to believe. What is required now is your quiet, steady determination to trust me, for my hand has already begun its work. Those who remain steadfast in their faith until the conclusion of a trial are the ones who receive the reward. Your weariness will not be without meaning or purpose. I remember every willing act of service, every choice rooted in devotion to me, every sacrifice made in love. Today, my beloved, I am granting you a time of deep renewal. You will breathe more freely. You will find true rest for your soul. You will awaken in the morning without that familiar apprehension of what lies ahead. For what comes next originates from my loving hands. The past hurt that still troubles your thoughts, the memories that can still bring a sting to your eyes, will be undone. Their power over you will be broken. For my presence shatters the bonds and chains that you had come to accept as a normal part of your life. Nothing that holds you in bondage will be allowed to last. I came to grant complete and total liberation, not a partial or temporary relief. You will truly be free from your deepest core outward. The weight of guilt you have carried for so long, whether real or imagined, holds no power over you now. I have offered my forgiveness. I have brought my purification, and I have shifted your direction. You are not defined by what was done to you, nor are you defined by the mistakes you have made or the negative words that have been spoken over you. Your true and eternal identity is what I affirmed from the outset: chosen, special, precious, and upheld by me. What you are about to experience now will be a beautiful demonstration of my divine rescue, not of my judgment. This is the moment to move forward, not looking back with sadness and regret, but with the wisdom and understanding you have gained. Your path ahead is being reshaped, and you are being placed precisely where I always intended you to be. Do you recall saying, my cherished one, that you could bear no more, that you simply could not face another day like the one you had just endured? Know that it was precisely at that moment, at the end of your strength, that my hand extended with even greater power. I did not allow you to collapse completely. Even when you felt nothing, even when you felt utterly alone, you were being supported. For I knew that this present season of renewal would arrive. I knew that you would experience this time of glorious transformation. There was no halt in your progress. There was only a holy readying. And all that once seemed fragmented and broken, you will now see as the pathway to your destiny. You will step over the very things that once threatened to overwhelm you. You no longer need to hide yourself to spare others from concern. Despite every wound, despite every scar, I am working through you. For where honesty and vulnerability reside, there is ample room for the extraordinary to occur. I am a provider who foresees all your needs, and in your quiet moments of surrender, I am preparing you for something grander than you can imagine. Endure just a little while longer. The final shift will be swift. And when it occurs, all that seems unclear and confusing today will become perfectly plain. What is approaching will answer even the long-held questions of your heart. The spiritual atmosphere surrounding you is shifting. This will manifest in the simplest of ways. The deep weariness you felt upon waking will begin to lessen. The constant, crushing pressure you have been under will begin to fade. For where I arrive, change always occurs. I lift away what no longer serves my child. I bring an end to heavy loads, and I close the cycles of difficulty for good. Know that I am present with you. Your presence here, reading these words, is by my clear and loving intention. I guided your path to this very point, and I wish to reveal even more to you. Each moment you live through, my child, is woven into my greater purpose. It is a firm foundation for the resilience I am building within you. Remain firm in your resolve to trust. Your steady heart will be the vessel that reveals profound insights. I remember when you kept your grief hidden, my child, so that others around you would not worry. I saw how frequently you remained silent to maintain peace in your home or workplace, swallowing your own words, your own needs. I witnessed every single instance of your quiet sacrifice, my beloved one. And from this moment forward, I will voice what needs to be said on your behalf. I will clarify the situations that you could not express. The truth will become evident to others, even without your words. I will illuminate what has been hidden in darkness. This is not for your praise or vindication, my child, but so that my hand in your path may be clearly and gloriously seen. When I reveal my presence in a life, my child, all doubt disappears. What appears humanly unattainable submits to my divine will. I ask you, my child, who defines the limits in your life, do you not know that I oversee all of time and space? I can bring back what has been absent for years in a matter of mere moments. I can change the most difficult and entrenched circumstances in an instant. Do not let go of the hope that I still secure for you. Do not disregard the dreams that I purpose to revive within you. You will witness astounding occurrences unfold effortlessly, and you will understand. This was not by chance. It was my precise care, a direct answer to your prayers, a promise made real. Your quiet moments will no longer be troubled by fear, my child. The stillness you will begin to sense within is a lasting gift. It flows not from worldly conditions, which are ever-changing, but from my very being, which is constant and eternal. This peace within you is unaffected by outside happenings. It will stay with you even amidst confusion and chaos. It will silence the loud noise of your concern. Starting now, a new atmosphere will begin to fill your surroundings, my child. Even when difficulties appear, you will perceive a change in your ability to handle them. This will plainly show my constant watchfulness over you. I am also providing for your material and financial requirements. You will not encounter want or lack. Instead of future anxieties about provision, a profound sense of my safety and security will take root in your soul. I will show you ways and means you could not have imagined. From what appeared to be a dead end, new connections and opportunities will arise. After rejections, approvals filled with honor and favor will arrive at your door. I do not disregard those who depend wholly on me. You placed your confidence in me, my cherished child, even when everything else in your world indicated that you should do otherwise. So prepare your heart. The invisible world is making resources accessible to you. What seemed hopelessly out of reach is now being brought into your grasp. You will witness the outcome for yourself. If these declarations echo in the depths of your spirit, my child, confirm it in your heart by saying, I have faith in what is coming to pass by divine design. When you confirm my word, you establish it in your reality. When you hold steady in your belief, you strengthen your connection to my power. The key is not to understand every detail of how I will do it, but simply to believe that I will. And I promise you, my beloved, you will not be disappointed. Everything you thought was lost, broken, or gone forever will be given back to you in ways that are more whole, more widespread, and more certain than before. Doubt cannot linger for long when I am near you. The difficulties you faced were not a punishment, my child. They were a sacred training ground. After passing through those demanding periods, you now recognize your greater inner strength. Your trust was pushed to its absolute limit, yet it remained firm. There were abilities and strengths resting dormant within your inner self, and through the pressure, I have awakened them. These latent gifts will now flourish, even in places and situations that seemed barren and lifeless. For I am the one who restores life to every dead expectation. I do not depend on your striving or your perfect performance to fulfill what I have declared. I only ask that you keep moving forward in faith, and you have indeed endured. Even when you were tired, even when you felt like giving up, you have stayed here. You are here now. That demonstrates genuine reliance. That shows an unyielding heart. And now, your faithfulness will not be ignored. What you carried without a protest or complaint will be recognized with high regard and honor. You do not need to comprehend every detail right now. Simply believe that I am aligning all things. Even the seeming chaos of your life will be perfectly structured into a beautiful testimony. When you look back from the future, you will see that every instance that was beyond your control was always under my loving command. I am the one who unites separate, disconnected parts to form something whole, beautiful, and beneficial. Your moments were not wasted, my precious one. You have contributed your faith, and now the benefits and rewards are soon to manifest. The time of waiting ends when my promise clearly comes to pass, my child. If you embrace this time as yours, declare with sincerity in your heart, my inner self is being made new by divine movement. For speaking with certainty draws my nearness even closer. Former heavy loads will no longer control your inner self. What was abandoned will no longer hinder your advancement. I am breaking the emotional and spiritual ties that have bound you to old pains. You will not be confined by your memories any longer. You will be guided by living certainties of my love. As you take in these declarations, a tangible change is already starting inside you. Sense it, feel it. This cannot be manufactured by worldly methods. No medicine, no distraction, no human advice can produce this deep internal feeling of peace and hope. It comes directly from me. It means you are not only hearing my utterances, you are feeling my very presence. Stay near to me, my beloved child. And as time moves on, you will see that even those painful moments of your past were reshaped into a source of solace and wisdom for others. I do not permit hardship to be without purpose. I use it. I weave it into my tapestry. I complete it. And then I reveal a version of you that is stronger, more perceptive, and more sensitive to my quiet guidance. For I am the one who changes stories. You will no longer be moved by external pressures and the opinions of others. Instead, you will be led by deep internal convictions, for I am establishing a holy firmness within your deepest self. My precious child, your inner sense, your intuition, will begin to align perfectly with my deep wisdom. Rather than being swayed by the world's ever-shifting views and values, you will no longer be held captive by worry and anxiety. I grant you clear insight, unshakable inner strength, and sure direction for all that lies ahead. I still hold incredible blessings for you. My beloved one, if you feel unseen by those nearest to you, then consider this profound truth. My presence has always been constant, right beside you. The silence of others does not reflect my own attentiveness. Even when no one else sees your hidden struggles, my child, I am fully and completely aware of you. I know the depths of your heart. I understand you completely. And now, I am working in ways that no other person can. This communication is more than simple words. It carries a living, active power. You will sense its impact in the coming days. New understanding will come to you in moments of quiet. You will find clear ways forward where there were none. Other people will speak words to you that echo what I am telling you now, and you will recognize my touch, my confirmation within their words. For when I speak, my words always find a receptive and ready heart. And whenever you heed my words once more, a fresh stirring of my spirit will arise within you. If these words resonate deep within you, know that it is because you are truly hearing my voice. For those who genuinely hear my voice will choose to follow me, and those who follow me will always arrive at their true and beautiful purpose. I know you, my cherished child, not by what you present to the world, but by who you genuinely are within. That is why I am here, guiding you with this clear path, so that you do not wander, so that you do not surrender, and so that you do not cease moving forward into the glorious future I have planned. What I have prepared for you is far greater than any doubt or discouragement that attempts to hold you back. Even if you have stumbled or failed in past attempts, I offer you fresh opportunities today. I do not consider your past achievements or failures, but the readiness of your spirit. And your spirit is ready. When my blessing arrives, you will know it came from me because it will surpass all the paths you tried to forge on your own before. Your readiness is being acknowledged, and I am releasing the perfect moment for your breakthrough. There will be divine connections. You will comprehend that all the wisdom you absorbed in the silent, waiting times will now be applied with deep insight and grace. Nothing you experienced was without meaning. I was building inner fortitude within you because my presence walks with you. There will be comfort in your words, relief in your actions, and tranquility in your very surroundings. This will not come from your own efforts or striving. It will come from me. I will work through you without placing a heavy burden on your part. For when a work flows from me, there is no strain. There is only ease and grace. There will be days when you won't even grasp how you were able to assist and bless so many people. Yet you will feel light and energized because I will be guiding your every step. You will be my instrument, and the more I work through you, the more I will empower and refresh you. Nothing within you will be depleted. Instead, you will be constantly filled and refilled. That is all you need to know. It does not matter what others say. Any opposition is utterly irrelevant. If I am present with you, everything aligns. Everything works together for your good. Everything thrives. You were not created to live by what you can perceive with your limited human sight. You were called to walk by your trust in me, and the trust I have placed within you is now prepared. This is the season for fulfillment. I am setting right everything that seemed lost or broken. What was set aside, I am restoring. What was overlooked, I am bringing back into the light. Certain aspects of your inner self were wounded by occurrences that may have appeared trivial to others, but inflicted deep and lasting distress within you. I saw it. I felt it with you. And now I act, not to erase what occurred, but to begin a new and beautiful narrative from what remains. And the part of you that remains, your faithful heart, is all I need to bring my promises to pass. You will be recalled not merely for the hardships you endured, but for the glorious change you embodied. The time that seemed wasted will be reclaimed with divine purpose. I am changing the circumstances. Where there was absence and lack, provision will appear. Where there was loneliness, renewal and community will emerge. And where there was deep, pervasive sorrow, I will bring a lasting and unshakable peace. What seemed without meaning will begin to make perfect sense. I am giving you the gift of understanding, and you will grasp that nothing happened without a reason. Those things that appeared to limit you were, in fact, preparing you for what was to come. For the path I have set before you demands a level of discernment and strength that is found only by traversing such challenging experiences. And now that you have completed that part of the journey, my beloved child, I can finally release the promise. No aspect of your life will resemble its previous form. Your life will be marked by a distinct shift, a clear before and after this divine touch. From this moment on, your mind will be at peace. Your thoughts will have clear direction. The fog of confusion will be replaced by the bright light of certainty. I am bringing stability to your very core, and as a result, you will begin to observe the tangible effects of what is being set in place this day. Your connection to past occurrences will be transformed. I will show you how to consider your memories without distress, without oppression, without disquiet. It is not about erasing the past, but about releasing yourself from the power those recollections still exert over you. You were hurt, but you were not destroyed. And I am now setting you firmly on steadfast, solid ground. What you lived through will not be ignored, but it will be redeemed. You cannot fully grasp the profound work that is happening right now. As you hear these words, unseen spiritual forces are aligning for your benefit. Choices are being made in the higher realms to shift the circumstances that have weighed you down here on earth. I am not simply giving you a feeling of hope. I am actively paving the path forward for you. When you felt isolated in a silent battle, when no one on earth understood the inner turmoil you faced, I was already arranging your liberation. You were not just pausing externally, you were halting deep inside. For a long time, you carried heavy burdens, believing that hardship was your constant companion. But this period of your life is now drawing to a close. This shift is not a result of your own efforts or striving, my beloved, but of my deliberate choice. When I determine a path, nothing in heaven or on earth can stand against it. It is vital that you grasp this, my cherished child. The place you call home is being imbued with my spirit. It is more than mere structure and possessions. It is the sacred space where I have chosen to reside with you. To keep my spirit vibrant there, you must welcome it each day. The atmosphere of your living space transforms when you consciously step away from pointless disputes and arguments. It changes when you extend pardon to others, even before it is sought. It is consecrated when you speak to me, even in your moments of deepest weariness. How often have you lifted up others in a silent appeal, unknown to them? My child, I observed your gentle self-control, the countless instances you chose kindness over harshness for those dear to you, even when you were provoked. Those hidden displays of inner fortitude were not in vain. They were a period of calm, sacred readiness for what is now emerging. This time of abundance will not arrive with loud fanfare, but with a profound and quiet inner stillness. It will not be about securing outward praise from others, but about finding a deep and lasting satisfaction within your own spirit. This peace within you is not the absence of challenges, my beloved child, but the certain, unshakable knowledge of my constant presence right beside you. This certainty will grant you peaceful rest at night and awaken a quiet courage within you each morning. It is understandable for past doubts to arise as new paths begin to open for you, my precious one. Concerns about your former missteps or whether you truly merit this fresh journey may surface. But I assure you, what lies ahead for you is not a matter of what you have earned, but of my steadfast and unbreakable promise. I see you for the quiet virtues that others have consistently overlooked. I favor you for the silent, heartfelt offerings you have given. Do not impede your own journey with old, worn-out ways of thinking, my child. A new season has arrived, and you are fully equipped for it, though you may not yet fully realize it. Now is the time to stand resolute in the person you are evolving into. Subtle voices of uncertainty will still try to enter your mind, particularly in your most vulnerable areas, your emotions, your sense of self-value, your painful recollections. Every time you stand firm in your heart and affirm your reliance on my plan, you neutralize those efforts. Declare this truth frequently, my cherished one. Speak forth vitality and hope, even when outward conditions appear to oppose it. Your declarations hold immense power when they align with my reality. Allow every word I impart to you to be your daily sustenance, my child. I will unveil deeper understandings that will resonate with the profound desires of your spirit. Your inner self needs continuous feeding from my truth. Every word I share carries the same sacred energy that is stirring within you at this very moment. If you sense an inner movement, a warmth, a lightness, pay close attention to it. That is my spirit breathing new vitality into the core of your being. It is like a soft, gentle light that is growing stronger and brighter with each passing moment. You thought your ability to believe was lost, my beloved. Yet a fresh conviction has been ignited within you, and that is all I ask. A modest amount of faith is all I need to bring about remarkable and miraculous things. You are not encountering these words by chance, my child. You are hearing them because I chose this exact time to stir the very essence of who you are. Be watchful. A change is also happening for those nearest to you. People in your life whom you thought were unreachable are now being touched by an invisible yet potent love. I am speaking to them in their sleep, through unexpected events, through quiet indications and signs. And you will personally observe the transformation you have longed for, even in periods when you felt my silence. And grasp this, for this is another insight my spirit desires to place within your reach. Remain steadfast, my child. Continue on your journey of faith. More is revealing itself, and the coming moments may contain the very marvel, the very breakthrough you have long awaited. My child, you have stayed with me through this long message, allowing my words to settle deep within your spirit. This quiet devotion, this deep desire for my truth, is precisely why I have drawn you so near. It honors me to see your heart so open to my voice. The transformation I have spoken of, the peace you now feel stirring within you, is but a glimpse, a foretaste of what I am continually unfolding for you. I have so much more to reveal, more clarity to bring to your path, more of my tangible presence to make known in your life. Now, as one who truly hears my voice, I call you to a sacred assignment. Just as this message has touched and comforted your spirit, consider how many others in your life yearn for the same certainty, the same quiet assurance that I have given to you. When you share this message with those who need to hear it, you become an instrument of my care, a vessel of my comfort for others. Your willingness to share allows my light to reach further, touching lives that are searching for me in their weariness, just as you were. So continue to seek me. Return to this message for deeper understanding. Let it resonate again and again within you. For I am always speaking, always preparing the next word of encouragement and direction for those who choose to remain near to my heart.